Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. All I have to say is, she said yes. So, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you've seen it, but during our last Archon kind of quest with the Shenhe story, I asked her a question.
You're next. What is your question?
Want to go on a date? Well, today, as you can see, we have an answer. I haven't yet replied to her request, but if we go here to story quests, and then out here, we have Act 1, the Jade Chamber's returning guest. I'm gonna guess that that's us. Let's begin the hangout. Here we go. Also, who better to do the hangout with other than Beta? And we do have to be at the Jade Chamber. Look at that. I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get into it. Ningguang, I'm home. Oh my god, all the buys are here. I'm about to say bye-bye to all you because I'm about to take the spotlight right now. Hey. Oh wow, you're surprised to see me.
It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Thank you, but sus.
Oh, great. I have no idea what we would have done otherwise.
I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here.
What?
This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
What was happening here?
I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow.
Right.
This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone.
You're not telling me that I have to do this now, are you?
The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest.
Then let me do the other thing. So you thought of me?
Yes. You were the person who came to mind.
Oh no.
We may not have spent a great deal of time together.
Okay.
But I do place a great deal of trust in you.
That I'm honored.
To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best.
At
It
best.
would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time.
Okay.
And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested.
Sure. Anything for you.
As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
No need. I'll do it.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
I don't care. I would have said yes anyway.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you, but the fact is, your arrival here has rescued what was fast becoming a rather dire situation indeed.
If I have what it takes, I'll do it.
I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing.
Lovely.
All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll give it a try.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly.
What's the pay like? Worst kind of question.
The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect.
Okay.
You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs,
Lovely.
such as clothing and meals, and be on call for any other requests she may have.
That's, wow.
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment. All right, please proceed to the office.
Sure.
Baisha will go over the work with you in more detail.
I love how her position, I don't know, it doesn't look comfortable at all, but it looks nice.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. After you. Ah, yes, wonderful, I see. This is also one of my tasks. I will be rubbing the door. Maybe she can't find the handle. Maybe she's blind and she can't find the handle. I'll open for you if you want. Hey, why aren't you helping?
Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture.
Lovely.
As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight.
Right.
Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential.
Deal.
My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries.
Sounds kind of nice to have a Baisha of your own.
For example, arranging her daily schedule,
Yeah.
picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume.
Your eyes are really sparkling right now.
You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Sure. Everyone sims for Ningguang, I understand.
In the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Right.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand, let's get into the details.
Ooh, the deets.
Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience,
Okay.
while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she is well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met.
You've said this like 3 times already. I understand.
I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience
That's
to
what I
ensure
was
that
gonna
you are
say.
fully equipped to perform your duties.
I mean, if it's just basic daily routine stuff, it'll be fine.
All in a day's work for the traveler, hmm?
Uh-huh.
Great. Then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duties.
Uh-oh.
Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance, and...
Okay, so you're telling me that there's like 115 no importance things right here that need to be scheduled. 133?
Yes, I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time.
That's another thing we need to... It's 134.
I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail.
Okay.
If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions at any point.
Okay, it's gonna be a long day.
First is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades.
Okay.
After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation.
Sure.
Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds.
Okay.
Right after that, there's...
I like how the VA actually started talking faster and faster. Hold up, do I really need to understand Ningguang's work and all the detail just to organize your schedule? I can do it too.
Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching
This is
tasks
true for
to
real, though.
time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that.
That is true.
You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise.
Waypoints cancel that out, but it's okay.
Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan. I assume this is all making sense.
Of course.
Unless you had any other questions at this point?
I think I know how to approach it now.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow. You're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Yeah, watch me mess this up completely.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow.
I'll do my best.
I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work.
Thank you.
I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing.
I think if I had this room, I'd be able to edit a video in like an hour. It feels like I'd be so productive if I lived in the Jade Chamber. So I'm just saying, MiHoYo, if you have plans for a Jade Chamber in real life, please, I'll gladly take a room, you know?
If anything else is unclear, you can ask Baisher.
Oh my god, Baisher. That's how you pronounce it. I will mispronounce all of these buys. I'm sorry in advance.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Take care. Alright, time to make a serious effort. You hand over the schedule you made to Baisher. Already? Eat, wash up, change, get... This is awful. This is eat, wash up, change, get ready to go out. Meet businesswoman Luo Xiao, I believe, at Liu... Man. This is like my first time playing this game all over again. Luo Xiao at Liuli Pavilion? I don't know. Eat lunch. Meet 3 informants and exchange information. Go to Yuhuai Pavilion for a conference. Light meal. Negotiate any outstanding matters from the conference. Return to the Jade Chamber. The specific times for the first 3 items are flexible and progress dependent. And the conference in item 4 is scheduled for the evening. Arriving early is recommended.
Good. You factored in both priority and efficiency.
Really?
And produced a rigorous and well-structured schedule. You've clearly considered it from every angle.
Right. But where's the other 127 items we had to sort?
Excellent work.
Thank you.
You've got quite a knack for this.
You're too kind.
Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady Ningguang wakes up and start preparing based on the schedule.
Sure. When does she wake up? And then she's like, she wakes up at 5:30. No.
With you helping out here, we will be able to focus fully on the auction. It will be quite a complicated affair.
I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted.
No.
Make sure you get an early night tonight.
No, I can't do that. Come on. You know I can't do that. Rigorous schedule. New. Can I do this? Oh, I can. Yes! Ha ha ha. This is my office now. I always complain that there's not enough scenic stuff you can do. I still wish you could have in your bag a little chair so you can put it down and sit down wherever you want. But also, it wants me to wait until the following day. Let me sleep. Just give me a thing so I can sleep. It'd be cool. The next day, wow, it's literally... I'm done with the day at 8:29, by the way. I guess Ningguang wakes up at 9 or something, because I can come here at 8. Good morning! And I'm too late. She wakes up at 8. I missed a full day. I come a day late. The schedule was for yesterday, by the way. I'm like, oh, sorry. I thought we had one more day of prep time. Whoopsie. All right, 7:20. Wake Ningguang up. Really? I get to do this. I'm scared. I'm stressing out. Lady Ningguang.
Yes, I'm already awake.
Can I
I'll
come
be out
in?
in a moment. I'm just changing.
Okay, don't.
Good morning.
Hey.
Did you sleep well?
I was so excited I couldn't sleep. I think this would be true.
Oh, how strange. Me too. I'm joking, of course.
Wow, the tone in her
I slept
voice.
like a baby. Sorry to disappoint you.
Wow, jeez. Yeah, whatever. I'm over it. I was just trying to flatter you anyway.
Now then, the schedule. Let's see what you have for me today.
Go back to your room and I'm leaving. Is next on the schedule.
Item 1. lunch at Lioli Pavilion with Miss Hua Chiao.
But it's morning.
Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. I need to make sure I'm well prepared for this.
Okay, I can help with that. Is she a friend of yours? This doesn't matter at all.
No, someone I've never met before.
Okay.
Today's lunch will be our first time meeting each other.
Interesting. It's just lunch. What exactly do you need to prepare? A conversation?
She's paying a high price for my time.
Yeah.
And I intend to make sure she gets her money's worth.
Respectable. Millions?
That's right. Even at this price,
She's
there
so
is
happy
no
about
shortage of people willing to pay for a lunch opportunity with me.
I get that for free now.
To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. I too was rather surprised to see it become so expensive. Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made a rule that my time would go to the highest bidder.
Sure.
Gradually, it developed
Auction.
into a lucrative business.
It's like an investment.
Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy my time are business people who believe that whatever they spend now, they will make back several times over in due course.
I cannot imagine. I already said this during the shenhe quest too. I cannot imagine that's true.
The bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. All I can do for them is share whatever insight I may have.
Right.
As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora,
And how much you're willing
everyone
to
has
give.
their own idea. There is no standardized way to measure something like
It's true.
this.
It's very subjective. So this is how rich people think.
You're a very lucky person, you know.
Oh,
You get to sit in on this lunch for free.
I get to sit in.
In the hands of a professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of mora.
You know, Ningguang, I don't care about the money, is the problem. And I never will. So, am I lucky? I don't know, bro. Then I will listen and learn.
There's no need to be nervous, of course.
I'm not?
Now, let's have some breakfast before we leave.
Sure. What do you want? Let me cook something. Have breakfast together with Ningguang. Oh, wow. They literally make her office a dining room for the morning.
If you ever want to trade
I don't. I forgot. The polite thing would have been to pull back her chair, but I'm a pirate. I don't care. Okay. Let me pull back your chair. Here. She looked at me like, hey, that's my chair, by the way. What are you doing? Hi.
Did you organize this entire breakfast?
She shook. Should I take credit? I just picked the time slot.
I know what's going on then.
You know, I wish I was the one to come up with it.
Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chamber's chef's cooking.
Okay.
This kind of food tastes far less satisfying if left out for too long.
Thank you. You and Ningguang enjoy a fine breakfast.
What do you think? Is the food to your liking?
I ate so much more than I intended to.
Don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space, or you might miss out on some even better food.
Oh my god, dude, so much food. I'm trying to lose weight here, Ningguang, and I just see all these gold shrimp balls.
Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes.
Of course. Do you usually eat breakfast with your secretaries?
On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit-down meal.
Makes sense.
There is an awful lot to get done most of the time.
Yeah.
Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here.
Okay.
I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself.
I don't know if my cooking skills is really to your tastes.
Relax, I'm just joking.
You need to
My
change
chef
your
probably made
intonation when you're
arrangements
joking.
yesterday to add a few extra dishes to the breakfast menu.
Okay.
You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. My secretaries and I are very grateful to you.
I'm happy to hear it. What? These replies are so odd. How would I? Not bad. Not bad at all, I guess. I don't know. Why would I say this?
Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't compromise on it.
Yeah.
If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working.
I've had that happen to me before. No joke. She's right. Once again, smart woman.
Well, I'm done eating.
Okay.
We should get ready. Then head off to Lioli Pavilion.
For lunch already? Done with breakfast. Let's get lunch.
I have some preparations to make first.
Okay.
Could you bring my clothes to my room, please?
Of course. You need a change of clothes.
I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that.
Okay.
Who knows?
I like the
Perhaps
mindset.
you'll have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits.
I want to see it.
I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready.
Okay.
You can fetch it from her.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll be in my room.
Do you think we'll ever get to see the inside of Ningguang's room?
Hello. How may I help?
I'm here to fetch a change of clothes for Ningguang.
Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment. I'll go and get them.
Great. After a long wait, Longyang finally returns.
Here you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang.
This is impolite. That seemed to take you a while.
Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not
Well.
just clothes either. There are all kinds of jewelry and ornaments.
Shouldn't you have just sorted it then? You'd be able to know where what is.
Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so everything's in a bit of a mess. That's why it took me a little time to find this for you.
That makes sense. Sounds like Ningguang has a huge personal collection. I suppose this is a problem unique to rich people. It's true.
Anyway, you can take it now. Thanks for coming to pick it up.
Hey, thank you for finding it for me or whatever. Box of clothes. This box contains the clothes that Ningguang asked you to get.
Did you get it?
I did get it. Here you go.
This is the one. Please, wait for a moment.
Sure. After a while, the door in front of you finally opens.
I believe you've seen
Yes.
this outfit before. It's one of my favorites.
I've seen it once, Ningguang. One time. It's beautiful. I love it.
I don't think I asked you what you thought of it at the time, though. What do you think? Be honest.
It's stunning.
Phew. Thank you. I was actually a little nervous.
That was real nervous. Don't
Knowing
fake
that
it.
it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident.
Okay, this is too slimy. She's gonna say, "You're a slime ball. Stop it." It's I kind of don't want to say it, but this is even worse. Stupid answer. All right, here we go. Slime ball. Really, you look great in anything.
Oh, then it's mere flattery.
See?
You pick your moments
Fucking
to
knew it.
wisecrack, don't you? Now I don't know whether to take what
I
you said
knew
earlier
it.
seriously. I never knew you had such a mischievous side.
Nah, I'm a piece of shit.
All right, let's head to Leoli Pavilion.
I'm pissed. I knew it too. Redo. Give me a rerun. I want out. It's beautiful. Lantern right. Definitely the right time to do this little hangout. Hi. I knocked first. I'm polite. Hongru. If your name was Hungry, that'd be really fitting. Hi.
Lady Ningguang.
No, it's me, Lumine.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Okay, that was it. Thanks for your hangout.
Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat.
Yes.
This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of her. She happened to be in Leo Harbor today, so I invited her to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with her, too.
Oh, so I don't even get called the budget secretary now.
Do you mind if she sits with us?
No, not at all.
Okay.
On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too.
I think I get a fair 2 milli share out of this 10 milli mora she's getting paid. Huh, I thought she'd introduce me as her temporary secretary.
I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures.
Nah, thank you.
There's so many questions I'd love to ask you.
Sure, small fee, I tell you. Or deal with Ningguang, but small fee.
I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself.
Don't worry about
Look at me, getting all overexcited.
Oh, I can relate. And I really want to know how to pronounce your name, so this is good.
I'm Luo Qiao, a
Luo Qiao,
businesswoman. I
of
work
course.
mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other markets.
Okay,
That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about.
makes sense.
I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too.
Yeah, you know, you always get the bonus double trouble package with Ningguang. I don't know what I'm saying.
So, the rumors are true then.
The rumors.
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know, the rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having a closer than average relationship.
Yeah, rumors.
You haven't heard?
Are these rumors widespread?
Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight.
Really?
That obviously includes her relationships.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it.
Okay.
The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today.
Nice workaround.
Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing,
Nah.
I admire her on a personal level too.
Nah.
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle.
Okay.
The first one being the captain.
Okay, that's also exposed.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache.
I love it. Apples and sunsettias. All she brings me is a headache.
I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental. I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose.
Investment opportunities? Do you mean the luminescent spine business?
Of course.
I hear that's been all the rage recently.
Yeah, I would have known.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
All the buzz. That's a good meme too, because the spines come from buzzing animals.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent
Fontaine?
spines to make it work?
Is this a hype? Yo, start gathering luminescent spines, everybody. Fontaine will have a mechanic introducing their use.
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames?
It's true.
I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product.
Okay.
So I would advise you to be cautious.
And there's your expensive advice already.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
Here's my opinion. Don't.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term.
Okay, makes sense.
Long term, it's very difficult to say, but I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every mora you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
Hit the nail on the head.
You think so too, huh?
At least do your research before you part with any money.
Got it.
Who am I to say this?
If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything.
Great.
Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with.
That seems like a very good plan.
You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would
Easier
take me
when
a
you have
very
a lot of
long
money.
time to come anywhere close to your level.
This is why so many people want to pay to spend time with Ningguang.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored?
Yes. Oh, no, I'm finding it very entertaining.
Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
I'm a novice, but I was able to follow because you explained everything so clearly. Nah, maybe I'll give it a shot sometime in the future.
So you want to be my competitor? Well then.
Stop looking at me like
I
that.
suppose I'll have to start looking over my shoulder.
You're fine. Just take me with you or something instead.
Or how about this?
Exactly.
I'll invest in you early on, before you make it big.
That's what I'm saying.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
Great.
See you next time.
Oh, she's just
I'll
gone.
look forward to hearing good news from you soon.
Sure. Goodbye.
Right then, lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? Although...
We can, go for a walk, something like that, something cute. Or you can do more work. Boring.
I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
They're doing great. I'm sure they're doing great. They're very capable. There you go.
Yes, you're right. Whatever happens, they can handle it.
Yeah, they can.
In that case, what's next on the schedule?
Apparently getting blinded by the lights. Holy shit. I can't even make a joke about your beauty because you're the most dim thing in this room right now. Meeting with the informants.
Okay then. Yes, it's been some time since I last caught up with them. Let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first. I need to pick up something before meeting them.
Sure thing. Here we go. Business as usual. Complete. Exchanging intelligence. Oh, we're right here. Great. Good day.
Hello. I'm here to collect the item I handed in for repair.
Repair.
Lady Ningguang, one moment please. I'll fetch it immediately.
Great.
Very good. Don't rush now. Please, handle it with care.
Is it something very valuable? Well, it's fragile at least.
Yes, and no.
Then it's emotionally valuable.
You probably imagine that Mingxing Jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods.
Actually, not exclusively. I've spent some points here for some trash before.
The workers here are very skilled, so I like to come to them when I need something custom made.
That's smart.
This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair.
Okay.
The item is quite ordinary. In fact, the cost of the repair was more than the item was ever worth.
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. Please inspect it and see whether you're satisfied with our work.
Great.
We did everything we could to restore it to its original condition. You'll still see a few marks on there, though. This was unavoidable because of how badly damaged the item was.
How was this so damaged?
That's fine. Thank you for your hard work.
You're right about it being a little ordinary.
Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. It reminds her of her mother. My informants often provide me with extremely important information. It's only fair that I endeavor to meet any requests they have in return.
That's smart.
Trust is of far greater importance than profit in the relationship between me and my informants.
Makes sense. I thought useful intel could only be bought with Mora.
It's understandable to think that way.
I never
and
thought that
in the
way.
vast majority of cases, you'd be completely right.
Right.
But things are a little different with these particular informants. Mora doesn't get you very far with this crowd, and this only makes me all the more excited to meet with them.
Okay.
Thank you for the repair, Xingxi. This is a great help.
Oh, don't mention it. It's always a pleasure, Lady Ningguang.
Especially when you bring in the big Mora.
Let's go and meet them.
Okay, where to? Repaired comb. The comb that Ningguang commissioned. It looks kind of cute. Oh, the tea house. Tell him we're going to the tea house finally. Oh, no, we're not. Like, let me in. I'm with Ningguang. Let me in. You. I know it is. You bring enough money. No, thank you, goodbye. It sounds like the tea here must be quite expensive. Someone stupid like you shouldn't be out here making a mess of our city. Ningguang, help, I'm being bullied. Slice your head clean off next time. Hey, it's little children. I get it.
Auntie Ningguang!
Auntie Ningguang.
Hi, Auntie Ningguang!
Hello, my dears.
No.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
That's so cute. Way to go from slicing someone's head off to chatting with kids. The informants are children?
Yes, indeed. And they are some of my most reliable helpers and friends. I treated it as a little game between us.
Great. Child labor.
It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while they were at it. So, it was a win-win.
If you say so.
Fill me in. How have you all been doing?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool trips recently. It's been loads of fun. But you didn't do your homework, did you?
Whoa.
Yeah, but it's not my fault. You still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor is in a new age now, and we've got a really important part to play.
This new age started after that great battle, you know.
Our battle with Asayo? I didn't know it would have such a profound impact.
Well, this is a
Genshin
dramatic
impact.
change, unique in all of the millennia of Liyue's history. Everyone is eager to do their part and make their mark in the age of humanity.
True.
What about you, Nan? You haven't said anything yet,
I
and
was gonna say. There's
you're
three
looking a
of
little
them.
unhappy.
Yeah. What's with the last one?
I'm fine. Just don't know what to say.
Aren't you a little young to be a nan?
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came into the harbor the day before yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then the people on the boat started unloading all these crates. There was a salty kind of fishy smell in the air.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see.
Ugh.
That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the open ocean. How much cargo were they carrying?
Oh?
Remember, I taught you how you can tell.
How?
Yeah, I made sure to look at the waterline.
Nice.
Just like you said, they looked really full this time.
Great. Smart.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made quite a big catch.
Why are we asking how can you tell? The kid literally just said it. Look at the water line. The further the boat's down in the water, the more fish you have.
The heavier the boat,
Of course.
the lower the hull sits in the water.
Traveler's
So you can tell how heavily loaded a vessel is from the height of the waterline.
Of course.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can tell with just one look.
Very clever.
A few days ago, I heard some people saying that a big merchant from Fontaine is coming soon to buy luminescent spines.
I feel bad
They
for her.
said that
She's a
when
little
they
shy.
get here, the price will go up a lot.
Oh, really?
Really now? That's the opposite of what Ningguang's analysis found out. I kind of want this conversation to last enough for the sky to become the lantern ride sky. So I'm actually going to wait here intentionally until we see the balloons pop in. Hey, there we go. I think it popped in. I've never seen that before actually, so it's kind of cool. I didn't really see it happen, but I'll see it in editing. There we go. Look at how beautiful this is.
Or what they looked like.
Don't tell me it's the businesswoman that we talked to.
No, I don't remember.
All right,
Man.
never mind. So, how about what they said? Do you remember their exact words?
I don't remember that either. Sorry.
She's like, you're not getting your comb back.
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks the most.
Yeah.
What's gotten into you today?
She's been bribed. Oh my god. She's been bribed by someone.
It's okay. Don't be upset. Actually, I brought you a little something to cheer you up.
How about
that? Hmm?
Boom. Can I do something with it?
It's my comb. You remembered.
Of course.
Of course I did. If I make you a promise, I will always keep it.
Thank
That's
you,
so
Auntie
cute.
Ningguang. Thank you so much.
Now tell us what's going on.
It was just
Or the
a
comb
small
gets it.
favor, really. Nothing to get overexcited about.
Well, Ningguang, emotional value. Don't underestimate it. What's this guy? Yo, you eavesdropping? Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. I saw you look at me.
But they said you'd be too busy to remember about a boring old comb.
They.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No wonder she was fumbling her words. Yeah.
It's all right.
Who been
Don't
bribing? I
worry.
told you.
There just seems to be some kind of misunderstanding here. Why don't you take this opportunity to clear it up?
Uh-huh.
Don't you think that'd be best?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
Social engineering.
I'm sorry. I told you a lie.
Eee! How dare you? How dare you do this to us? Can't believe it. Give the comb back. I'm just kidding.
That thing about the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. Two people came and told me to say it to you.
In exchange of what?
I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but they told me you'd forgotten all about the comb, and I didn't know how to argue with them.
So, for free you did this?
Then they bought me a new
Oh,
comb,
okay.
and
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one you helped get fixed for me.
Just keep both combs, but let's fuck these guys over though.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liyue Harbor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with it from now on. When Mom gets back, she'll be so sad if she finds out I broke it.
Nah, dude.
I must say, this is most intriguing.
Looks like someone's trying to scam you.
How about this? You tell me where those two people are, and I'll take the comb back to them for you. Sound good?
Looks like we've got ourselves a deal here.
Okay, they're over at the docks. They said I should go and meet them when I finished the mission.
Okay.
All right then. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. I'll be right back.
Is it time for us to
Are
find
you
some
gonna
treasure
go
hoarders?
punish the bad guys?
Punish.
Now, this is a grown-up situation, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. And don't try and follow me. I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
Like bribe children. Totally not what we're also doing. To be fair, we're just asking for
If you
info.
told us sooner, we would have figured out that it's a lie.
Thanks.
If you told us before, we would have figured out it was a lie. These two? Big shoe?
Do you think that kid's gonna
That sounds
flip our
very
lines?
wrong.
Let's be honest. This is a new low for us.
It is a new low.
Yes, I know, but we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's most trusted informants.
This is the weirdest plotline.
Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite add up.
Right.
It sounds like you underestimated me. And the children as well.
Oh, no.
You knew how important that comb was to Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotionally manipulate her.
Disgusting.
You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own innocence, and confuse her conscience. Do you not realize how contemptible that is?
Oh my god. This is worse than going
Sorry,
to jail.
Lady Ningguang. We never should have crossed you like this.
That's not the point.
It isn't.
Business is business, and at some point we're all trying to get the better of one another. So if all you've done is fool me by feeding me false information, I'd make a loss, and that would be the end of it.
Yeah, but now you've dragged children into this.
But you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go exploiting children for profit. Do you have any idea just how much damage that will cause?
I understand the situation is not exactly the same, but it is still a bit odd that Ningguang uses her children scouts. And like, it's all fine. Of course, this is bribery, what these guys have done, but you know, it's a bit odd.
It was hardly our first choice either. We were only acting out of necessity.
Necessity, you say?
We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess. but never had any opportunities to expand.
So?
When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. Let's go all in on this one. See if we don't get lucky for once.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucked.
So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines.
Idiot.
And watched as the price went up and up. We thought this was gonna be it. We were gonna make our fortune.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. More and more people started to suspect it was all a huge scam.
And then you start to sell at less loss, but now you have to sell at full loss.
Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could. But we had so much inventory that no one was willing to buy it.
Yeah, and then you thought of Ningguang, obviously.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense. Come on,
As soon as
please.
Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead.
Sure.
And the price takes a steep hike. We're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs. We just didn't have any other choices.
Yeah, you did.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story.
Exactly. This supports your conclusion about the luminescent spine hype as well.
But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions.
It's true.
Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment.
Also true.
Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We've both barely slept in days.
Idiots.
We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiots. Thought it was all hilarious.
It kind of is, to be fair.
Things we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that. All we want now is a chance to start over.
Yeah, and you think you're gonna get that after doing this to a kid.
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your hands.
And now she's gonna
But
figure out some smart
we will
move
need
again.
a detailed contract. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay
Yeah.
back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
She's literally going to make profit off this anyway. She's smart and technically the bigger person, as in giving these guys another chance after being complete idiots.
Huh? But that means our profit is zero.
If you're seriously going to start this now, after getting offered a second chance,
Then you're free to find another willing buyer.
yeah,
But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these
Exactly.
circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
I would have already dropped them, although maybe there's a lot of profit to be made for her.
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be
course.
done with it. This is a lifeline and we should be grateful for it.
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
took you a bit to realize that.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines, but I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Uh-oh, that's more work for us.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now, or...?
No, we have to write a contract that makes sure you don't try and double backflip on us again.
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent matter here.
Yeah.
Atoning for your transgressions is the main order of business.
Yeah, so you better go and say sorry to that little girl.
You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology.
There you have it.
This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Let's go, Ningguang.
Okay.
Come on, let's go back and see the children.
They've been waiting there the entire night and morning because we talk in slow motion. Hello, my lovelies. It is I.
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Yes.
Oh, it's those two.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your comb. I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this again. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
The man's crying.
What do you think, Auntie Ningguang?
Auntie Ningguang isn't the one to make this decision. It's all yours.
I think it should be your choice.
Exactly.
And yours alone.
I'm on the same wavelength as Ningguang. I don't have a say in this. I'm a random. No matter what your decision is, we support you.
Well, since it's all sorted out now and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay.
Right. You don't get to choose either.
But we can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with us.
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else try to con you.
Uh-huh.
I've made up my mind.
Okay. What is the deal?
I want them to come play with us.
Okay. I mean, sure.
What?
Nah. None of this what? None of this shrug. None of this. No.
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with.
Good call.
Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Why don't you go play with the pirate RP kids? Huh? They're all your age. It's 3v3.
Wait a second.
No.
Nope.
Exactly.
They're waiting. Come on.
He's right.
So full of energy.
We should go with them.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons.
With those two buffoons. Let's go. Buffoons. I'll try and keep that one in the dictionary for me. Bunny hopping. You see this? I figured out the bunny hop technique. I now know how to sprint even with no energy. Hanging out with Ningguang, I get better at the game. Hey, you should come play with us as well.
Let me guess what you're thinking.
We should play with them.
You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen.
I did mention that.
Am I right?
Click on her face.
It's
were
not
as bad.
completely different when I first met them.
Okay.
They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak.
I'd be nervous too.
But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust.
Okay. I love that they're addressing this though.
For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult.
Okay.
I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills, how to think critically. I never taught business though. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies and far more mature than their peers. This has given them confidence in themselves.
Right. I don't see... Okay.
I think that this is beneficial to them.
Sure, I believe that, but it's also beneficial to you. You're a lot like a teacher to them.
Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. That's why I hope to teach these children myself. Hopefully, I can pass on some of what I've learned.
Now that's some Ningguang lore.
Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal. That deception and one-upmanship are facts of life.
Very true.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, bold.
When that happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But until then, I am here to protect them.
Are you raising them to be your hares? Are you raising them to be your competitors? I'd say hares is funnier.
I will one day die.
Everyone
New Chising will replace the old, and Liyue will continue to prosper. I hope the name Ningguang will live on, but not as a person, as more of a symbol.
Okay.
If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Understandable.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang. Hurry up.
You have to play too, Ningguang, even in your cool, cute dress.
We're not gonna wait forever.
She's right.
Coming. Come on. Let's enjoy this while we can.
I agree. Hey, let's go. That's cute. What an amazing picture. Time flies and the good years slip away easily, but the name Ningguang will remain a symbol for generations to come. Wow, that was good, but I have no idea how that can take a different turn.
I assume you have something planned next?
Yes.
I'm a little concerned about the auction.
Oh, right.
I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Let's go check on them. Well, we have time to go and check up on them if you want.
Good. Then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see.
I believe it.
So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little.
Makes sense. An auction, you say? I'm invited! Hello, everybody. Hi, I'll take front row. Fine. Hey, girls.
Lady Ningguang, what brings you here?
Just wondering how you doing?
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned, so I just came to see how everything is going.
In my fancy dress.
We're about ready, and people are starting to arrive. I think we should be able to start on time.
Great.
Very good. I think I'll host the auction myself.
Okay.
Huh? You want to do it yourself?
Yes, just in case anything untoward happens. I can take care of it myself.
Great.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you, but we'll be sure to lend our full support behind the scenes.
They're so nice.
Have you attended an auction before?
I've watched one from the sidelines.
Well, would you like to participate this time?
Yeah.
You don't have to bid, of course. Just experience the atmosphere.
Sure, that should be quite fun.
All right then. Feel free to take a look around the venue before it kicks off.
I'll go grab all these silk
Check
flowers.
out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in.
Ooh, that's cool. A plain-looking vase with clear signs of wear and tear. Can't see any reason to bid on something like this. I mean, aesthetic, if you like it. A fairly well-made hairpin, but there's nothing exceptional about it. They're pretty. Fine to buy in a shop, but can this really fetch a good price at an auction? We could buy that for Ningguang as a little gift. Generic office implements. I guess they could brighten up the place a little. Still, it'd be cheaper to get one from Bolai. Wait for the auction to start. Little bin.
Did you bring plenty of Mora with you? Anything you can snag in one of Lady Ningguang's auctions is practically Mora in the bank.
Yeah.
The more you take home, the bigger your fortune.
It adds value because it's been Ningguang's. Hey, isn't she the girl from the repair shop? Hi.
Anything Lady Ningguang used to own is sure to be worth a
There you go.
significant amount of money.
That's what I was saying. She's all, look at her. She's panicking. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy something from Lady Ningguang. Well, I'm going to sit down then. See you in, oh my god, 17 hours. Hey, come on. I was sitting there.
It's about time to start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll kick things off.
I was sitting and I got thrown away. Before we start, I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
Are these auction items genuinely very valuable?
That's for you to make a considered judgment on.
But I have no experience in this in this field, Ningguang. I don't know what to do.
It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think?
If you're rich, I can imagine it's fun, but if you're doing it for money, it's stressful.
Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can accept, then you let someone else take it.
Yeah, so if you're just rich, you win, always. Sad.
Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the person who values the item the most.
So what? As if that's so nice to know. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yes, you should look forward to it.
I am. The auction finally begins.
The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 Mora. That's 10,000 Mora for the teacup.
You'd never pay 10,000 more for something like this normally.
20,000.
What?
30,000.
Lady doubled it up first thing. What? How'd you not go like 12k or something? You just went 20.
50,000.
He's not excited about 50. Wow, the bidding is fierce. 60k.
80,000.
I'm just driving the price up. Yo, me.
I'll raise that to
120, 120.
120.
130.
I swear, some of these bidders are just driving the price up for fun.
I am indeed.
All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
I'll go.
150 once?
I'll go.
170.
How are you gonna go once? How are you gonna add 20k, bro? You're crazy.
180,000.
He's not going 200k. Me.
180 once?
Me.
180 twice?
Come on, me.
180.
No.
Sold.
I wanted 185.
It's mine now.
I can't believe it went for 180k.
Okay then, moving straight on to the next lot.
Great. I want to bid again. One by one, the unexceptional items are sold for an exceptionally high price.
You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything.
Right. Something felt off, really.
Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things.
I was just grasping an interest of the crowd.
I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items could fetch such a huge price at auction.
Uh-huh.
Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers? I'm sure they'll give you the answers you're looking for.
They'll just say that it's old Ningguang stuff, and that it's more valuable because of that. Hey.
Huh? You want to know why I paid so much?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
See,
because the previous owner was Lady Ningguang.
This we predicted. How about you, little bin? Are you trying to become a big bin? And they all stand up so weird.
Today wasn't my day.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to snag much.
Sometimes. I tried to do a deep voice and it really... it really didn't go... Jesus. It didn't go well for me. Yeah, hard knock life. I don't know what I just did. Hey, stay hydrated. Goodness.
Too many bidders, and they all seem like experts to me.
Yeah. No, okay. Everyone thinks that of everyone here. That's why everyone pays so much.
I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction.
This guy talks like...
Don't be like my friend here who didn't do anything.
I forgot what he says. Don't be like friends. Okay. He sits back down. And finally, the big whale. He's the whale out here.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted.
Aren't you be worried? Aren't you be worried? Is this real English? Aren't you be worried about the price being overinflated?
Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated.
Okay, I doubt that.
I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for.
Okay, so that is still the same thing I said.
Just depends on how many people are even bigger fans of Ningguang than I am.
Okay, how about you? You got anything to say? No, this guy doesn't even know I'm here. Absolute droid.
Well, did you find the answer yet?
Well, everyone just thinks, what, has faith in your judgment and aesthetics? That's not what is being said. It's just because it's been pre-owned by you.
That's certainly part of it. but every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market in and of themselves. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them.
Yes.
I wonder, is faith in me really the only factor in their appraisal of the item's value?
No, it's not. Why do we not know? Literally everyone said it's been pre-owned by Ningguang. If not, then what else could it be?
You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize.
Oh, why so smug?
All I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me. I have a million more effective ways of achieving that than hosting an auction.
Why did we do this?
Every participant in this auction was handpicked by me.
Oh.
Based on certain intelligence.
Oh my god. Sure enough, after some time has passed, one of the participants returns.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction.
These items seem to be made of plastic.
As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Where's the were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies of things like these?
Oh my god.
They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you!
What do you mean? What? Hello? Ningguang, it's your fault that I had blind faith in you.
Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there.
Absolutely.
You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander.
Sue him for slander. I love that. Sue for slander. SFS.
Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
I love this.
You!
Don't point. Hey, pointing is also an offense.
Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. If word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business with you after that.
People are gonna see you as a clown for paying so much for whatever you bought, idiot.
Is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because you trusted me, but is that really the full story?
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands.
Oh. I did think this first when I saw the teacups, or when I heard about the teacup, because I didn't see any teacups in the auction.
When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for.
Yeah.
A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me.
Really now?
And passed through several pairs of hands before finally ending up in yours, and those of your fellow bidders today. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me.
Interesting.
Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of.
It's just the reverse psychology. No wonder they had such blind faith.
So I ask you again, your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust or was it greed?
Ooh. 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 I really do not want to argue with Ningguang ever. I'll just... Yes, queen.
The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll return it.
Wow.
You drive a hard bargain, like everyone says.
Yeah, you just get outsmarted.
I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
Oh, this is nice.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him.
Good for him indeed. It all makes sense now.
The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Even Yenfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my claims.
Okay, but this is again where the blind trust comes in.
I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. Least of all, when they'd be looking to make a handsome profit from my misfortune.
Yeah, I see it.
After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop to all this nonsense.
That makes sense. I like that. I do think this. I hope I never end up on the wrong side of you. This is definitely true. but saying this just, you know, makes me look smarter. Oh, look at the sun coming. Wow, this is so pretty. Look at the sun slowly going on the screen. Yo, that's so nice. Wow, that was really cool. It definitely suits your modus operandi.
I just wanted my things back.
Uh-huh.
Hardly an unusual sentiment.
It's true, but your way of doing it, though.
What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osio?
What do you mean? what the motive, the explosion, the size. Sure, the explosion.
Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains.
Sure, that was not an option.
But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed.
Yeah, not very deserving. They should be in a museum instead.
It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it.
Yeah, I hope you can get all your things back too. Irked really is her word, isn't it? Oh, look at her. Ningguang, cheer up, bro. Come on.
Thank you for understanding.
No worries. I feel you.
Now I've got one of my items back. Let me show you what makes it so special.
Okay.
The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this one now has the story of another age to tell.
It's true. It's cool. Here we go. Show us the cup. Nice. This is beautiful. I want to draw this. I'm gonna draw this. I've been drawing, by the way, you guys. I don't know if you care, but I've been getting into drawing. I bought a digital tablet thing from my dad, actually, but he never used it, so I just kind of took it, and I'm drawing on it now. And I post my art every now and then on Twitter, so if you want to follow that and see my progress, I might do an Instagram as well. I just need some help from someone that understands it, because I haven't used Instagram since 2012. Anyway, nice. Next up, oh, okay, wow. So we finished this tree, this branch, and now we go a completely different direction. Continue playing from here. This teleport to the Jade Chamber really is a lifesaver, isn't it? I assume we just have to go the lazy way here? I think I'm good. Time to avoid anything too complicated. I assume this is the big switch, and she's gonna say, you're off at being a oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a light load?
Oh, that's so good. Ningguang hasn't taken a vacation in a long time, I'll bet.
Yeah, that's true. Lady Ningguang has a lot of work to attend to, and frankly, she doesn't have many opportunities to rest.
That is amazing.
We do sometimes worry about her health, but her attitude is very Mora-driven. If by taking a break there's a chance she'll lose Mora, she'll never agree to it.
But the work will always be there, it's true. No amount of Mora is worth ruining your health for. I'll say it.
Huh. I see where you're coming from. Yes, you have a point.
Great. I keep being told to take care of my health too, and I appreciate it.
All right then. Let's go with your plan. I'm sure Lady Ningguang has plenty she wants to talk about with you.
That's exciting.
There's a lot of things that need doing over at the auction venue, so I will be leaving you now.
I'll know all about it now. I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted.
It's 8 o'clock again.
Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Watch should be 8 o'clock again. Wait till the next day. The Jade Chamber once more. Time off. There it is. Okay, it's a little bit later. Okay. Lady Ningguang. I should let her sleep for a little while longer, don't you think? I feel like 7 during your vacation. Come on. I'm sorry, Ningguang.
Yes.
Good morning.
I'm already awake.
Get ready for
I'll be
breakfast.
out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning.
Hi.
Did you sleep well?
You know, this time I'm just gonna say the same as usual.
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable.
Nah, never with you. Hopefully we get to fix our dress mistake now.
So, what's item 1 on today's schedule?
Here, take a look for yourself.
I imagine this must have taken Baisha completely by surprise.
Yeah, but she said she'd leave it up to me.
Sure, there's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while.
Sure, yeah.
My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break.
You don't take many breaks, huh?
I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated.
Yeah.
Still, your idea is very sensible. Mora can only lift a weary spirit. It cannot alleviate physical fatigue.
Yeah, very true.
So then, the day's ahead of us. Any ideas on how to spend it?
Let's do something you never normally have time for, or let's do something you never normally have the opportunity to do time for.
Something I never have time for.
Yeah, like go sunbathing or something.
Have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps?
I'm gonna go full hint here. Is it called Liwa Millennial? Is it called Liwa Minet? Is it called Liwa Minet? Is it called Liwa Millennial? Is it called Liwa Minet? Can't. Why is this tongue twister for my brain? Brain twister. Is it called Liwa Millennial?
Yes, it's based on classic chess, but with different rules.
Okay.
When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way.
Okay.
So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards.
I hope we can actually play it.
I'm constantly revising and expanding it.
Okay.
So far, there are over 30 editions.
So you say you have no spare time, huh? What an ambitious project.
True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on.
Maybe you should make only one variant?
But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing.
No, but also having 30 variants is not great.
Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules?
Sure. So, how do we get people interested in it?
I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before.
Okay.
I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue.
Another new set?
One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor.
Ooh.
The other side will play the Fatui and Osile.
Sounds fun.
No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype.
I just said sounds fun. I didn't say I'll try it, but sure.
I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible.
Okay.
And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you.
I knew
would it?
she would say that. You're going to make a chess piece based on me? I knew it would happen.
I am indeed. Many of them, in fact.
Many of them?
My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece.
The pre-order. Back then, already, you could pre-order your chessboard. Let's go.
It seems only fitting for someone of your status.
Some part of the marketing plan.
Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day, including myself.
Okay, that's understandable.
Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form.
Sounds great.
Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Okay. Liyue Millennial. Accompany Ningguang to have the piece made. Going to the smith, I think. Really now? Yinger.
Oh, Lady Ningguang.
Hi.
And the Traveler.
Yes.
You already know each other?
We've met before.
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
Fickle. She's always so sus. What a character.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
Always when she sees me.
As ever, there's nothing special about today. But seeing you two has definitely perked me up.
I want to know how her relation with Ningguang is.
All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take her measurements today.
But isn't she in the porcelain business?
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume?
Sure.
There was no porcelain involved in that.
I'll be honest, I thought you were just a perfume lady, considering your story's called Scent of Spring.
I'm in the prime of my youth, and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
No, I get you.
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Yingar? Wow, I mispronounced that for a year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing.
That's not true.
I see how it is.
This is not true.
In which case, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room.
Wow.
Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business.
Wow.
As you quite rightly suggested.
Yeah, drama.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
She had an amazing face there as well.
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that.
I wasn't insinuating anything.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right.
It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched.
Are we now?
Come on then. Step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
After all that, Yingar takes your measurements quite eventfully. Ugh.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Yeah, both.
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far.
Doubt that one.
Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
Okay, if you say so. I hope you do know where the line is.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
She's kinda she like did the blinking meme too. She's kinda tired of her shit.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again, anytime.
Nice. Thank you.
I slightly regret bringing you here.
No, you don't.
It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward.
She does that all the time.
Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Sure, we'll go back there again. Boom, 48, let's go. Another pig in the bag. This is actually one of my favorite tracks. It goes like I don't know what it's called. Okay, great. We got a little pig intermission. You know me, gotta gather my pigs. I'm at almost 50 now. Hey.
Hello, Lady Ningguang.
Hi.
What can I do for you today?
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the traveler's measurements here.
Supposedly it's a secret, but all the people she was gonna collaborate with knew already.
Okay, let me just double check.
Looks good.
Looks good. This has all the measurements we need.
Great.
I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Amazing.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect.
Amazing.
Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production.
That's fine. We're doing it for the cultural development of Liyue and the history.
I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
It's fine.
That's okay. This one is
Told
not
ya.
for profit.
Let's go, Ningguang.
With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind.
There you have it.
But this one serves more of a commemorative purpose.
Yeah.
To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time. But I haven't once followed up on the progress.
Jade Chamber? There's a Jade Chamber piece in this chess set?
Yes. And just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Who would have thought? They're not gonna put a massive 7-block sized whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's a huge undertaking.
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also, not-for-profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang.
You know, people change.
How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
If you knew the reasoning, it'd be in character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd.
Shrewd.
But shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people.
Yeah.
Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past.
What do you mean, how? It's obvious.
Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else.
Yeah.
We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much.
Sad.
That Ningguang, they thought. She must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
Right.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile.
Okay.
Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber.
Yeah.
At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I can think of.
Sure. Sacrifice your money for the people.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return.
More or less. Mostly she showed care for the people over Mora.
You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution. It was the deal of the century.
I clicked on accident.
And as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
But she was right. The chess thing is to commemorate her own success in Liyue anyway, so it's a win-win.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
Uh-huh.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
There you go.
It will be a lot of work.
Told you, if she knew she'd understand.
I'm most grateful to you.
Right.
Make sure the traveler's piece is exactly how she wants it. We can't go letting her down.
Stop it.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Great.
Well, that's that then. let's head back to the Jade Chamber.
Okay.
There's something I want to discuss with you.
Why heartbreak? What? Oh, Kitching's been thrown out of the window, and it's just Ningguang here now. Hello.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
And I'd like to hear your honest opinion.
Sure.
And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think.
Uh-oh.
When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one.
Right.
I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain.
Uh-huh.
When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all?
No, actually.
Lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be.
Uh-huh.
I just thought we should do what needed to be done. And this was a decision that only I could make.
Then it means even more.
Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. So, to lose Leo Harbor is to lose everything.
Sure.
In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term.
I see the mindset. But also, if you sacrifice the Jade Chamber, it shows you truly do care more about saving Liwa than about the more you invested. So, I think it's good.
I just couldn't let it go.
Makes sense.
I just couldn't.
The long pause makes it so dramatic.
There was no way I could console myself, so why bother trying?
Come on.
But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them.
Yeah.
I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation, and I did it for the sake of Leo Harbor.
Exactly.
And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination.
See? It's good.
All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain.
It wasn't. But why did you lie?
Because, to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine.
So, then people wouldn't believe it, and then you wouldn't have lied.
This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you.
I respect it. It's not like it's gonna change much lying about this.
The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am.
Yeah, I get that. You've done so well. She has. The most difficult time has passed. I agree with this as well.
Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it.
It's true.
I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state.
I hate that it's relatable.
But look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more.
Yeah.
Taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me.
Yeah, you know, good karma.
And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
So it's also changed her. Cute, super cute picture. I want to draw this too. I really hope the Jade Chamber does stay though, because it is such a nice addition. Look at this thing. First of all, it's beautiful. Also the fact you can teleport to it and how easily you can jump off it and fly wherever. Look at how it makes the game feel so incredibly big. So I really hope the Jade Chamber does stay this time and doesn't die again. Anyway, climb off. Let's go. When I wake you up. Let's do something you never normally have the opportunity to do.
Something I never have the opportunity to do.
Yeah.
Interesting. Before I decide, I'd like to know, what gave you this idea?
I love doing mundane, everyday things that you don't get to do. Let's do them together.
Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities.
You know, I was gonna mention that the first time we saw that message, but I didn't say it because I was like, yeah, but also no. Time, often key. Being a member of the Liwa Qixing is also a limitation.
Yes. You're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate about you. You see things the way they are, rather than how they appear.
She said that in the last story too.
I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Is that okay by you?
Sure, the day is yours. Do with it as you please.
Thank you. All right, here it is.
Ooh.
I've always thought it would be fun to recapture what life was like before I joined the Liwa Qixing.
That's what I mean, the mundane everyday, I told you.
I was born into a humble family, and all the wealth you see now began with a single haul of fish.
Oh, you know how to fish?
I had to. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Relate?
Fishing isn't the half of it. You'd be amazed at some of the odd jobs I've worked in my time.
I want to hear all of it. Ningguang Hangouts Part 2, when? I need to hear all of this.
A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be their errand runner back in the day.
It's hard to imagine, but it makes sense.
They were tough times, but I had a clear goal and plenty of motivation.
Also relate.
If I didn't make any money in the morning, I'd have no food for lunch.
Okay, not
I
that
guess
far.
that's why I came to be so obsessed with Mora.
Yeah?
I want to relive that time for my life.
Okay.
Feel some of that drive again. Take a trip down memory lane.
I like it.
So how about it? Will you join me?
It's not what I was expecting, but it sounds like a lot of fun. It is what I was expecting.
Great. Then let me lay down the ground rules.
Okay, we start with 0 Mora. Let's see who can buy a sandwich first.
We're not to use our status or reputation in Liyue Harbor to our advantage,
There you
and
have it.
we have no starting capital.
Figured.
The goal is to see how much more we can make under these conditions.
Okay, tell me this is actually a game. Let's start at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay, but working as a day laborer could be quite dull.
We're not gonna work at the bank.
Why don't we go down to the docks?
Sure.
They periodically throw out a lot of unclaimed or abandoned goods.
Ooh.
We might find something that we can exchange for Mora.
I love this. I don't care that it's not dignified. Let's do it.
What does it matter?
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
It's all part of the fun.
Ningguang is actually the best. Even like quote-unquote real personal Ningguang, not cheesing Ningguang.
Come on, let's go down to the docks.
Let's go. I love it. I live for this. This is a great angle. Starting from 0. Yes. Hi, I can count the amount of ships that come in and out if you want.
Lady Ningguang, to what do I owe the honor?
No, it's not Lady Ningguang. It's just Ningguang here.
Are you here to inspect the goods in the warehouse?
No.
You may have to wait a moment. I must have not gotten the message.
No.
Sorry.
We're
I won't
looking
be
for a
long.
job.
I'll grab all the paperwork right away.
It's me, actually. Don't care. We'll just stop
Calm
worrying.
down. No need to panic.
Oh, this is beautiful.
That's not why we're here.
We're looking for a job.
Oh, you're just looking for me?
No, for a job.
I haven't done anything. Have I? I mean, I don't think so.
Stop worrying, man. We want to know about the unclaimed and abandoned goods.
All right, the periodic clearances. Yeah, I've been handling those, strictly per the protocol.
That's great. We'd like to dig through some shit because we're broke.
I make sure I post all the necessary notices and notify every individual that I'm required to.
Great.
It used to be a huge problem, but with a bit of hard work, I've managed to reduce the amount of goods we need to clear out by at least half.
That's great, man. Why do so many goods get abandoned in the first place?
It's hard to say. It really depends. Everyone has their own reasons.
Yeah.
But as far as the warehouse is concerned, they all fall into these categories. Unclaimed goods,
Okay.
damaged goods, or
Great.
unpaid storage fees.
So we're playing Storage Wars.
As for the damaged ones, I guarantee you it's nothing to do with how they're stored. It's because some things go bad more easily than others.
We believe you.
If it sits there in the warehouse for too long, it goes without saying that it could start to affect the other goods. But that aside, even the smell is just unbearable.
Okay.
So, have you cleared out any of these goods recently?
Have you?
I'm afraid we just finished clearing out all the big ones.
No.
But don't worry, Lady Ningguang. If you're here for an inspection, then I'm here to make it happen. Hang tight. I'll grab some of the smaller items for you right away.
Hold on.
Off he goes.
I don't think he has quite grasped the nature of this situation.
Can't really blame him. After waiting for a while, Ghost Sunner comes back,
Lady
panting
Ningguang,
something.
I had a quick run through the list and cleared out some more items. Please, inspect them at your leisure.
This poor guy. I feel him though.
Let me see here. Soggy food, an odd shoe, a broken mirror, small wooden toy.
Not a whole lot of use.
It's a shame we missed the last clearance. We're down to the slim pickings now.
Yeah.
Some of these are true junk, but there are a few items of value here.
We can do something with the toy, I bet.
Take this wooden toy,
I
for
knew it.
example. The wood is good quality. If you took it apart, there's quite a number of useful everyday objects that you could turn it into with a little work.
Okay. Can we have this stuff?
Huh? You want it?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Take whatever you want. It's all getting thrown away anyway.
Great.
Great. This is going well.
It is. Let's take some time to sift through what we have acquired.
Yes. And once we're done, we will find a merchant to give us an appraisal of their value.
Amazing.
I have no idea what's going on here, and I'm not about to ask either.
Poor guy. Batch of abandoned goods that you found at the warehouse at the wharf. Hey, Bolai. Long time no see, big guy.
Ningguang, welcome to my humble store. What can I get for you?
Well, you should buy stuff from us, actually.
Today's a little different. I'm not here to buy anything. I wanted to ask if you could take a look at some goods for me.
Just take a look.
to give me an estimate
for?
of their value.
Oh, I see. Let me take a look then.
He's about to laugh his ass off.
We should be able to salvage the raw materials. Shouldn't take long at all.
Great.
But,
Yeah?
What's wrong? If it's too much trouble, please. There's no need to force it.
No, really.
No, it's nothing like that.
He'd never do this for anyone other than Ningguang, by the way, so this, I mean, sure, we're kind of memeing around, but like, we were some random, he'd say, get out of here.
Well, anyway, let's talk prices. So all of these together,
25 mora. What?
I'll give you 150,000 mora.
Fuck
How
off.
does that sound?
This isn't the game.
We can discuss it further.
We were thinking around 150.
If that figure's not what you had
Actually,
in mind, I can, bump it up a little. It'll be fine. I'm sure we can reach an agreement here.
When I think about this, it's so weird, right? Because my favorite girl, Sue, says cheap and tasty chop suey, and she asks 5k mora for one serving. And it's street food, right? So 5k street food wouldn't be that expensive, but like when you see what you get from Hillishos, like 20 mora. And then all the meals are around like 4k, I would say. So what would be reasonable for this? Could we sell a toy for a meal? I feel like meals aren't that expensive. I'm seriously thinking about this. So I'd say like 2.5k more instead of 25, because 25 really gets you absolutely nothing. Like for 25 more, you can't even get an ice cream. The 25 more is literally nothing.
What are your thoughts?
Honestly, that's way too much.
Yes. At most,
there you go.
These items are only worth a couple of thousand mora.
Yeah.
Huh? Wait a minute. So
Whoa,
you're
whoa,
really here just to sell a few things?
You wouldn't ever understand, but yes.
And specifically, these things?
Yes.
I thought that was all code for some kind of inspection or something.
No. So we were misunderstood again. It makes sense. Like, we're contextless. We just come here and start acting like plebs. It just doesn't make sense.
It appears so. We can't go on like this.
We must put on a disguise.
Let's try something else. As long as we're in Liyue Harbor, this kind of misunderstanding is inevitable.
Exactly.
If I wasn't Ningguang, Go Sonar probably wouldn't have handed all of these over to us.
That's what I was thinking too. And this guy wouldn't have ever offered any money for it.
And you likely wouldn't be willing to buy them either.
Exactly.
To be completely honest, you're not wrong.
This goes against the rules we set for ourselves at the start.
I know. I'm surprised we even started with this. Then we'll just have to leave Liyue Harbor and live an adventurer's life.
Are there any other ways for adventurers to make mora besides their remuneration from the guild?
Another self-aware joke from Genshin. We can go treasure hunting in Gilly Plains, but the work is hard and the payout is low. Almost no primo gems in those chests.
Great. I don't mind. Let's give it a try.
Okay.
Lead the way.
I have 100%
You two
though.
have a good one.
Thanks, boss. I found something. A lizard. Lizard's tail. Amazing. Oh my god. A new chest.
This must be the place. Let's do this.
Let's do it. You just know I'm gonna leave this as a scenic chest, right? I'm Ningguang.
Don't waste my time.
Boom. Okay. We need to judge this Ningguang build. Ugh. Okay, Witsit makes sense, but Ningguang, what is this, bro? Can't even view them. Okay, never mind. That's not too bad. Level 88. That's like mine. Well, mine has a skin. Oh, mine's 87. I need to rebuild my Ningguang. Hey, video in the future. I'm rebuilding my Ningguang. Promise. Scenic chest. I'm gonna do this again and then leave the scenic chest here at the end. What's in there? What's in there?
It feels like it's been a long time since I've gotten so physical.
It's true. I've had you benched for a little while. I'm sorry.
The feeling of creating your wealth with your own two hands is just as exhilarating as ever.
I agree. Even for this paltry amount? Yeah.
Yes, I'd say so.
Of course.
Everything starts out small.
It's true.
You focus on quantity at the outset, and gradually shift to focusing on quality as your wealth builds.
It's literally facts.
And let's not forget, we started with no initial capital.
Mm-hmm.
It's reasonable to expect building something from nothing to be highly demanding.
True.
In any case, the sight of mora has always had a way of improving my mood. No matter what the sum is.
Then let's keep this momentum going.
I intend to. I'm not ready to stop yet.
Let's go.
This time, let's try something a little more challenging.
Oh, what's that? For tutus? Light Mora purse. Cute. The Mora purse you found in a treasure chest. The feeling you had when weighing it was one immense disappointment. And this is just one day off. I love that. That's so good. Let's go. This one exquisite. There we go.
Another satisfying haul.
Uh-huh.
what a feeling.
You're very good at this.
That's very kind of you, but I know I'm no match for a professional adventurer like yourself.
I didn't say you were better than me. I said you were pretty good.
For me, a battle is just a form of exercise. A way to keep fit and use up any surplus energy.
Have you scratched the itch yet? I have to say, it's kind of overpowered if you are someone that can just throw auto-aimed rocks at people, you know? Like, not to be that kind of guy, but if I were in the same situation in the wild, and I had to fight hilichurls, I'd only have my fists. I'd have a broomstick maybe. But if you can throw rocks and it doesn't really cost you anything, kind of OP. Can't Ningguang just like throw her rocks on the floor and then sell the rocks? People would buy that. Maybe people would build houses out of it. This is so OP.
Oh no, not yet. There's more Mora to be made.
Oh, we're out here forever now.
What's that hole in the ground?
A weasel thief.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So if we catch it, there's Mora for the taking?
It's almost as fond of Mora as you are. Go figure.
Oh, how quaint. That was your Beto impression, was it?
I've been running around Azure. It had to happen eventually.
Well, I'm afraid I'm having far too much fun to stop what I'm doing and start bickering with you, Captain.
That's great.
Come on, let's go get this weasel thief.
I'm a professional at this. Oh, I'm about to ruin this cutscene. I'm about to ruin this. Okay. Can we cheese this? We're gonna try and capture it. Show yourself. No, I didn't mean to throw it. Fuck. Investigate. Nothing in there. There's another one here.
There it is! After it!
No, wait. I'm not getting more yet. Maybe I'm not allowed to catch yet. It's okay. I'm waiting for the cooldown. No!
Goodness. This reminds me of fishing. Not an easy catch.
You think I can? Maybe I failed it, because that's also a thing in hangouts. Or Mora usually.
Let's see, a little over 1,000 Mora.
That's not that bad.
We can't do any serious business with this amount of starting capital. We need to keep working hard.
Do you need to take a break?
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm suddenly a little hungry.
Well, look what's right there.
Amidst the thrill of the chase, I didn't even notice.
That's good.
Wang Shuin is right there.
Exactly.
But...
Oh, right. We're broke. Yeah, we can't do that.
Same thoughts here. After how hard we worked to get our hands on this Mora, it would be a shame to eat it all in a single sitting.
Agreed. I can cook. Let's get some apples and some boar. Wait a second. I just know. Look at this. Look at him in the far back. Is that the shell mask guy?
In which case, I think I'll take this opportunity to show you a skill that I used to be rather proud of.
Fishing?
Yes. But
okay, let's go.
The rule of the game is no fishing rods allowed.
Okay.
We're going fishing by hand.
Please.
Come on, let's go down to the river.
That sounds really cool. Go catch fish. Wait, actually, I catch fish without a fishing rod all the time. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
This should be enough.
No, it's not.
Let's head back to land and grill them.
No, I need more. Yoink. You've got to have reserves. That was an achievement. You think I can leave this? Bro, I need it for chop suey. Let's not drown now, though. Thank you. What do you want? To my teapot you go. Ningguang grills the fish up like a pro. Hey, Ningguang got some cooking skills?
Have a taste of my cooking.
Gladly.
A fresh catch can go straight on the grill with minimal preparation and it tastes delicious.
I believe that.
Even with no seasoning.
Also, those cooking sounds reminded me of RuneScape cooking. That was very nostalgic for me for a second there. That's for the taste.
I just like how it tastes.
Yeah?
Normally, I have to make a special request to the chef if I want it to taste like this.
Thank you.
I'm okay. It was nothing.
Right.
Back in the day, I had to hurry home after work to do my household chores.
Yeah.
Then in the evening, it was out to the night market with the family to support our stall.
Of course.
I was always meticulous with the most menial of tasks. My mother always loved that about me.
That's good.
But by the same token, she didn't love the idea of me leaving home and starting my own business.
Now look at what it became.
She thought it was just an unnecessary risk when I could just carry on helping out at home instead.
Yep. If you'd followed her advice, people wouldn't be calling you Lady Ningguang today.
You'd be more likely to see me pulling up outside Wanmin restaurant and selling grilled tiger fish from a food cart.
It's kind of cute too, though.
My childhood memories run deep. I'll always have a special affection for fish.
Understandable.
They are confined to the water, and yet they live free, swimming around wherever the mood takes them.
A lot like adventuring.
It is. I have greatly enjoyed experiencing the adventurer lifestyle with you.
I liked it too. It was fun.
When I think back on all my hard work in the past, it motivates me to face the challenges that lie ahead in the future.
Yeah, I relate to that. Next time, I'll grill fish for you.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
That better mean a part 2 of the
But
hangout.
a word of warning. I am very picky about my grilled fish. I can be a tough lady to impress.
Oh, trust me, my cooking is gonna be easy. I love it. After a short rest, it is time once more to convert your previous efforts into future motivation. Okay, one more ending to go. Hey, it's me, the stalker. I'm gonna wait in front of your bedroom until you wake up, if that's okay. Sure, 1 minute before you wake up. Knock knock, who's there?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Let's go and find some work at Northland Bank. There we go.
I can see why you'd suggest that. You're thinking I could use my knowledge of how Mora works to my advantage and make a lot of money there.
Sure, I wasn't that far, but yeah.
But Northland Bank is a special case. I rather suspect I would not be welcome there.
Because you've clashed in the past?
Yes, and also... never mind. I'll just show you.
Okay, great.
It won't eat up too much time. I expect they still hold a grudge against me to this day.
Hello, Vladimir. I'm trying to enter the bank. I didn't mean to talk to you, but happy lantern, right? Goodbye. I entered the bank. Oh, hello, Ekaterina.
Lady Ningguang,
Hi.
I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble for the Fatui.
That's what I like to hear, Ningguang. Creating trouble for the Fatui. Let's go.
With all due respect, too much official pressure will risk driving our bank out of business.
Maybe that's for the best.
There's no need to be so hostile.
There really isn't.
I'm just here to talk business. So, are you in business or not?
Are you?
That depends on the proposal. And it's not my decision alone.
Okay.
But first, tell me, why should we believe that you really are here for business?
Because she's giving her word.
Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry, but none of us here can afford that.
What a shame.
Straight to the point, I see. Works for me. Traveler, we're leaving. Let's not waste any more of our time here.
She's playing hard to get now. She's gonna be like, wait. Never mind. Wow. Ekaterina, you never talk to my girl like that ever again, or I come and punch you, okay? You hear me? Ridiculous, this place. Why ever try and business with the Fatui anyway? Awful idea. Ning, awful idea. Didn't I?
Do you see what I mean now?
Yeah.
Their attitude was just as I expected.
They were not even trying to hide their hostility towards you.
That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely, I dealt them a rather ruthless blow with the size of the reparations payment I imposed.
Sure, that makes sense.
This sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are still wary of me to this day.
But doesn't that all make sense? Like, they destroyed it. Like, Child destroyed the whole thing. It makes sense. So it is true. The Northland Bank is just an arm of the Fatui. What do you mean? Literally everyone in there wears masks in their gear. Of course it's true.
Yes, with some exceptions, but that is more or less correct.
Right.
If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard.
Oh, I am.
They are more than just a commercial organization.
I don't like any of the Fatui people. Nah, this is bad. This is definitely something. It was a learning moment. Well, now I know. Does that make this trip worth it?
That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions of that great battle.
Makes sense.
But that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our fun little survival game.
Wait a second. Can you sense it?
Now that you mention it, yes, we're being watched.
I think they've been following us since we left Northland Bank.
What are they plotting this time?
Let's grab them and ask the question.
My thoughts exactly, but we need to be discreet. If they realize we're onto them, then we'll lose the element of surprise.
Okay. I'm trying to look if I can see, you know, if maybe there's a Fatui hiding somewhere, like a little nook, you know, like right here. A little Fatui pops out of nowhere.
Let's act natural, determine who our tail is, then lure them somewhere more deserted so we can catch them. I
love the idea.
Keep moving, just walk forward at a normal pace and don't do anything to give away that we suspect anything.
Don't worry. I definitely want to see if you can see a Fatui somewhere maybe. That'd be really cool. What? The jewelry once again. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. Bye.
Okay, I think we have a few potential suspects.
I didn't see shit.
There's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll see only a handful of people have been watching us constantly.
What was that?
But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail.
She's so pretty, I can't believe it. She's hiding her face. Let's keep going for now.
Agreed. Whoever it is
this guy
will continue to follow us.
He's a Fatutu, or Snezhnaya anyway. It's definitely this guy. He's the only Fatui suspicious person. I kind of want to go talk to the sus people as well, but I probably shouldn't. Let's have a look. So it's those two. Ning, this makes no sense. How is this not sus? We're doing back and forth.
We've narrowed it down a little further.
Have we now? It's her.
But let's stay calm until we're 100% sure.
Yeah, okay.
It shouldn't take much longer.
No, I agree. Is he actually hiding behind the still? Look at him. Weirdo. So?
I think I have the answer.
Me too. This guy's the least
Let's get out of his
sneaky.
line of sight and sneak up on him.
Okay.
Don't get the wrong person though, or all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Bro, so intense. Hey there, big boy. Bum.
What are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Come now. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you sneaking around?
You absolute dummy.
What? I'm not doing anything.
Come clean.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, and I don't know what they're paying you.
But you've been caught, my good guy.
But let's make a deal. How cooperative you are now decides how much immunity I give you when this gets investigated.
Look at how nice the mood is. The lantern right, you're getting fucked. The Fatui getting doomed. It's lovely.
Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves when push comes to shove?
Yeah, idiot.
Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract my offer?
She is stern.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was just to follow you. I
Fake.
promise. That's it.
Fake. Legit no way this is true.
When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We figured you must be up to something, but your brief conversation left us none the wiser as to your intentions.
Right.
We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get to the bottom of it before we could put our minds at rest.
Are they really this guarded against you?
I know they're wary of me, but this is still an overreaction, surely.
Yeah.
This all feels very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
There must be more to this than he is letting on.
Oh, for sure.
I only took you there to demonstrate how tense things are.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow we only tested the waters, but ended up with the catch of the day.
Yeah?
Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes, they would have seen this and reported back.
Okay.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind.
It's true. Don't you need to prepare? Don't you need more evidence? Both of these are, like, literally she just said the more time they have, the least clues they'll leave behind. So we don't have time for either of these.
No time. I'll
That's what
just
I'm
have to
saying.
improvise.
Agreed.
Keep him with you. Do not let him slip away.
Deal. Well, he's gone already. Think you can pull a fast one on us, Fatutus? Absolute freakazoids. Vlad isn't even outside anymore. I'm climbing on the door. Beto is out of contention. Hey.
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything?
Literally haven't done anything, Ekaterina.
Impossible. She wouldn't have shown up here out of the blue without good reason.
I was there. How is that not like an extra indication as to it was just random?
Keep investigating. We must ascertain her intentions.
There are none.
So much commotion. This must be an important meeting.
Oh, great.
Fight.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the contents of this particular meeting. This simplifies things.
Nice.
So, you are here to investigate us after all.
Now we are. You sent someone to follow us.
Where did you get wind of this?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit, and your first reaction was to immediately arrange a sizable surveillance operation with myself as the target.
Yeah.
You couldn't have advertised your guilty conscience more clearly if you'd tried.
Facts.
You may as well come clean. You know I will not turn a blind eye to any violation of the rules in Liyue Harbor.
Is sending a spy after someone not a violation in the first place anyway?
Even if we cooperate with her investigation, she's bound to find problems even where there are none. Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book. The Northland Bank has no obligation to cooperate.
Okay.
Even with a member of the Liyue Qixing.
Sure.
Fine by me. Then I'll take my time. But you'll be begging to tell me everything by the time I'm through.
Oh shit, okay, that's the ending too. No one wants to have to go up against Ningguang. It's true. Wow. And that, my friends, brings us to having done all endings with the Ningguang story. It's pretty great. We get some primo gems and also some talent boosts for her, because I do plan on crowning her and farming some good gear for her in the near future. That is all for today though. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This was another really good hangout. I enjoyed this one a lot, just like Goro's. And they've clearly become better at doing these hangouts. The first one I really didn't enjoy that much, the first ones, you know. The further we get, the better they become, so that's great. As I said, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know, and let me know what you want to see next. I know there's a new patch coming soon, and also there's this event that it's like with the following things. I'm not sure if it's fun or not. We'll see. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Maybe I won't. Either way, hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.